Yesterday, Democratic Representative Seth Moulton announced that not only would he not be taking any money from AIPAC anymore, but he would be returning all of the money that he has received from AIPAC. He wrote, "I'm cautiously optimistic that a recent breakthrough in Gaza will move us closer to ending the horrific violence in the region. A political resolution that allows Israelis and Palestinians to live side by side in peace is exactly the kind of framework I've been calling for from the beginning. I support Israel's right to exist, but I've also never been afraid to disagree openly with AIPAC when I believe they're wrong. In recent years, AIPAC has aligned itself too closely with Prime Minister Netanyahu's government. I'm a friend of Israel, but not of its current government. And AIPAC's mission today is to back that government. I don't support that direction. That's why I've decided to return the donations I've received and will not be accepting their support." Now, the timing of Moulton's announcement is interesting for two reasons. One, Moulton just announced that he will be challenging Democratic Senator Ed Markey for his seat in next year's election. And two, Track AIPAC posted the following in response to Moulton's Senate announcement. As you can see here, he's taken over $119,000 from the pro-Israel lobby. Now, in response to Moulton's post, the official AIPAC X account wrote, "Representative Seth Moulton is abandoning his friends to grab a headline, capitulating to the extremes rather than standing on conviction. His statement comes after years of him repeatedly asking for our endorsement and is a clear message to AIPAC members in Massachusetts and millions of pro-Israel Democrats nationwide that he rejects their support and will not stand with them. AIPAC and our 5 million members are US citizens who support a strong US-Israel alliance. Our mission is to promote policies that strengthen this critical partnership that advances America's interests and democratic values. This strategic relationship is bigger than any government at any particular time in either country." Cenk, are you surprised by this? Moulton is a blue dog.
I'm not surprised, I'm shocked. When I saw the news come out, I was like, no, Seth Moulton? So when AIPAC says he has repeatedly asked for our endorsement, that is true. So Seth Moulton is a corporate establishment Democrat, is one of the most conservative Democrats. And so that's why this news is so important. That's why AIPAC's in a panic. Because if this guy's saying, not only am I not going to take AIPAC money anymore, I'm returning their money. Their money is toxic. I don't want it. Here, take it back. Wow, that's a sea change in American politics. And so, look, right now, if you go online, my God, the Israelis have bought every bot farm, every troll. They've got an army out there. They all do the same talking points. Oh, it's really Qatar and China buying up everyone. You shouldn't hate Israel. You should hate Muslims. Oh, Tucker Carlson and all these, but every one of them. Oh, you know what? This war's over already. Why are you guys still paying attention to it? Oh, you're boring. Oh, let's move on. Let's move on, right? It's like, and if you guys didn't see, they did a deal with one of the biggest PR firms in Washington, D.C., and then that firm had to roll it back, and because they had said that they were going to buy bots for Israel, then they're like, oh, no, wait, we didn't mean it, No, you're caught, brothers and sisters, you're caught. And if you lost Seth Moulton, you're in a world of trouble. Now, so why did Seth Moulton do it? It's not complicated. You know what politicians do first? They do a poll. If you hear a politician saying, I don't care about polls, liar, it's never true. They're obsessed with polls, okay? So first of all, there's a giant national poll even before you get to Massachusetts. So what percentage of Democratic voters oppose Israel's actions in Gaza? Has it got to 51%? Oh, well then that's a majority. You're gonna have to go with the majority of your voters, right? Oh wow, it's like 59%. That's a massive majority of your voters. You're really gonna have to go in that direction. 92% of Democratic voters oppose Israel's actions in Gaza. By the way, 92% of Democrats, that's a rough number, okay, in Congress support Israel's actions and fund Israel's actions. So coincidentally, 90% of Congress has gotten campaign donations from the Israeli lobby. And that same 90% votes with Israel every single time. Before, they never got caught because mainstream media is evil. And mainstream media would cover up their crimes. And they never tell you about the money. They never tell you that they work for foreign governments and corporations. And in fact, they smear anyone who does tell you. They're like, oh, that's anti-Semitic. Is it true? Yeah, it's totally true. But shut up, you're never allowed to say, wait, I thought you guys were reporters and your job was to follow the money and tell us what actually happened. No, our job is to cover up what happened. That's why they're also flabby. You saw Cory Booker and so many other Democrats asked about AIPAC. It's the most obvious question these days. And they're like, what? AIPAC, are you allowed to ask real questions? Where's mainstream media? Where's mainstream media? So, but now none of that matters because the internet has swarmed and everybody knows. And the polls are already in. And Massachusetts is one of the more liberal states, as we all know. So if you're gonna run against Ed Markey, and Ed Markey's a solid progressive, if you wanna win in a primary, you don't have a choice. What are you gonna do, go against 92% in Massachusetts, maybe 95% of your own voters and try to win an election? That's not gonna happen. So that's why even Seth Moulton has to say, no, the AIPAC money is toxic. And there's no chance I can win if I seem like their servant, so I am no longer their servant. That's a great development in America.
Yeah, absolutely. I think part of it is he's an opportunist. I don't trust him, and I think Markey has shown he's committed in a deep, substantive way on fighting against climate change. He fought for the Green New Deal and then fought for, while that wasn't implemented, it wasn't actually passed, he fought for at least robust climate provisions in Biden's Build Back Better host of legislation. So if I came down to it, I'd still probably lean Markey, but it is progress and it's worth celebrating, and it's a testament to people's advocacy. Not shutting up when this administration or the Biden administration tried to silence you. Not falling for these traps where they're trying to label you as anti-Semitic simply for criticizing Israel. We certainly wouldn't condone or accept actual real anti-Semitism. That is wrong, but simply criticizing Israel and the government and what it's doing is not that. And remaining steadfast. But I also want to point out that account, while that track AIPAC, one of many different components in this fight, has been really effective, and those graphics are now synonymous. People copy them. It's become a meme. It's a big piece of internet culture right now, and it's about transparency and money in politics. It's great. It's a brilliant campaign. And one exciting development on that front, Cenk, I think you'll be encouraged by, their next pivot is to oil pack money. And they're going to do the same thing for legislators who take money from big oil.
Oh, I love it. And remember, guys, big oil gets 10 times the subsidies Israel does on a yearly basis. They've been robbing us way more effectively. And so I love that pivot. And finally, the thing that I love most is that now Democratic politicians have to decide between pro-Israel money and their voters, because you're not gonna be able to get both. New day in America. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.